Greetings, fellow outsiders, and welcome to a game called Autopsy Simulator. The name of this game pretty much explains what we're going to be doing in this. This is a first-person psychological horror game, so there is probably going to be some scary things happening. But as far as I know, they actually collaborated with real-world forensic doctors to make this game, so apparently it's going to be like anatomically correct people and what you actually do during an autopsy, which I actually think is kind of cool because maybe we'll learn some things during this in addition to getting scared, you know? I don't know if it's going to give us specific warnings before we go into this game, but I should just say there are going to be bodies in this. I have the nudity filter on, so there should be none of that business going on that you guys should see, but there are going to be like body parts and like the inside of humans. So if that makes you uncomfortable in any way and you don't feel comfortable watching this video, then take care of yourself first, okay? You don't have to watch this. I think this is going to end up being episodic, so this is probably going to be the first episode. We do have a story mode in this. I'm so excited. Let's get into it. The prologue.
Office of the Medical Examiner, Beatsville. Dr. Jack Hanman is speaking. How can I help you?
Good evening, this is Kate Brooks. I'm not sure if you remember me. A few weeks ago, we talked about an article I'm working on. It's about your wife. I dropped by last Friday to speak to you, but you weren't working at the time. I asked the security guard to pass on a note for me. I would like us to discuss the topic of...
I thought I had made it painfully obvious for the last time. No! Please don't call me again and stop inquiring about my wife.
Damn.
Journalists. They don't let me work. God,
what happened with his wife,
it.
though?
I'm not in the best frame of mind to record a lecture for my students now. I'm feeling completely broken. Where did I leave my meds this time?
Okay, we have self-therapy up in the upper left-hand corner. Check the bathroom for your pills. Okay, we got a lot of interesting stuff here. We also have some things that we can interact with. So let's start with this. Hi, this is Kate Brooks, a reporter for your New Orleans Weekly. So this is the lady we just talked to. I couldn't find you at home. I'm starting to suspect you are avoiding me. Really? Mr. Hanman. Anyway, as you know, we'd like to write an article commemorating your wife's achievements. We would be delighted to talk to you about it. Along with this note, I'm also leaving my business card, business ID. I hope it finds you at your home or at your office. Regards, Kate Brooks. Can I turn this around? Okay, we don't have anything else here. And then there's the transcript, just in case it was hard to read. So let's exit out of that. We also have centrifuge params. I'm assuming that's short for parameters, or it means something else.
They definitely pay me too little for this.
For the autopsy reports?
Stephen
and then this?
Didn't clean up after himself. Again.
Okay. So you're not the smoker?
Wednesday. It's not my favorite day. Although it's certainly better than Monday.
It's hump day?
I guess it was in another life.
Is this your wife? Also, I'm assuming that she's dead, based on the fact that she is calling him to ask about her, and also that said commemorating her achievements.
It would be good to finally repair the coffee machine.
Okay, nice cups of coffee. Okay, let's not turn that off. Is there anything else we can do? Analysis of animal traces in forensics. Got a lot of like biology stuff. Love Alice? Is Alice the name of the wife? Have we gotten the name of the wife yet? Okay. And then this, missing.
Another kidnapping this month.
Another person gone missing. Okay, this has got to be related to the autopsy reports. Do you think it's this guy? Do you think he has he blacks out and then steals people and then does the autopsies? Okay, what about this? Ooh, who needs fresh air? Stop the cold draft. I could have just saved my life right there. You never know. You never know. When I can open drawers. Oh, how much do I actually want to explore? Like, do you think we're gonna find secrets? I love secrets. They make me feel special. Okay, good thing I can't open all of the drawers. It limits me. It limits me in what I can see. Okay, and then we have files, which I'm assuming are just the autopsy reports from before. Okay, let's go get our pills then. Bathroom is right across the hall. We've got an anatomically correct heart. Beautiful. And a skeleton who's waving hello. Okay, let's go. Check the bathroom for your pills. I found them.
Okay, time to pull myself together.
Okay. It's really aggressive.
Had to get back to work.
Can I take more? I probably shouldn't, right? So we've got a ladder and then the bathrooms. Can I actually check in here? I can. It's so dark in here. It's very dark. Okay. Nothing in there. Oh, man.
I've already taken my pills. Not
Okay,
looking to
okay.
overdose. I need to set the camera first.
Take the camera from the storage room. Okay, this is teaching us kind of where things are, I'm assuming. Social room is out of order.
Let's hope I'm not caught short this evening.
Not caught short this evening? How tall are you? Alright, storage.
This place is starting to look like a hoarder's dream, rather than a storage room.
It's not horrible. I've seen worse rooms.
Now remember, Jack, don't forget, hit the record button this time.
I like this guy's voice acting. He sounds so angsty. Don't forget to hit the record button this time. Oh, wait.
I don't see any need to mess with the electrics. They
Protected
are
light
freaky enough as it is.
and protected power. So, the power's gonna go out at some point? Maybe? Can I go in here? Is this the exit? Ooh. Snow and biohazards. My two favorite seasons. Am I setting this up in my office? Let's just see what else we have here. Laboratory?
The word is, the lab will be open tomorrow.
The lab will be open tomorrow. Ooh.
Hopefully the new tripod is going to hold up.
Hello. Okay. Good to know that the sensors are working. Where do I put this?
Scalpel, scissors, syringe, magnifying glass, knife. I guess I forgot to clean the knife.
Okay. You probably should. Oh god, okay. I feel uncomfortable watching that. Let's set up the camera. It's a VHS. What time period are we in?
I just have to
I feel like if we
everything
were
frame.
in current times... Oh, you just have to get it... Okay, focused?
This should
Here we
be
go.
fun. November 20th, 1991.
1991.
Time,
Answer my question.
8:43 p.m. Recording for medical students from the University of Missouri. This autopsy is conducted by Jack Hanman. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the autopsy room. Today,
Hi.
we'll have the dubious pleasure of following
Dubious.
a full autopsy, step by step. For those of you who have already performed your first autopsy, this will refresh your basic knowledge. In turn,
Okay.
for those whose knowledge is only theoretical, I advise not to watch this after a meal.
That's fair. That's very fair. Okay.
Scalpel, scissors.
Wait, no, I've
syringe,
already commented on that.
magnifying glass.
Police department
knife.
case file. We've got the case file there. We've got
guess I forgot
donuts.
to
Dude,
clean
this
the
is
knife.
like... I don't think you're allowed to have food here. I guess I could be
I
wrong.
wasn't sure it would amount to anything, but the World Wide Web has been a blessing for speeding up my work.
Okay. Yeah, the internet has taken over the world since 1991, too. Okay, this must be their wedding photo. It's really cute. Very beautiful. And then
Some
we've
of my
got
previous
this.
cases, a reminder of more prosperous times.
Okay. Expressway, a must, etc. Is this where I have to go? Do I have to put on some gloves and things? Take a look at the chalkboard. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Let's
Okay.
start.
Tell students what is important in this profession. Cleanliness.
Always wear an apron, mask, and gloves. Goggles are a must when the job is splashy. And in case of sharp accidents,
Gross.
it's worth having disinfectants at hand. It's true that you won't get ptomaine poisoning straight away, but if your liver or kidney aren't doing well, you may
Ptomaine
end
poisoning?
up with diarrhea.
Why are we talking about diarrhea already, please? Okay, so there's that, and then
The
we have
cadaver
this.
is placed on its back on the autopsy table. The pathologist stands on the right of the deceased. Make sure
On the
that
right
all
side.
the necessary tools are always at hand so that you don't have to run around looking for something like I do
Got
all
it.
the time.
Got it. Okay, and then
In
this.
the process of revealing and securing forensic evidence, it is difficult not to interfere with the original condition of the deceased. Written and photographic documentation plays a vital role throughout the entire examination process.
That makes sense. So we write down everything that we
During
do.
your
And then
research,
this.
Be patient, inquisitive, but above all, attentive to detail. Many entries are visible at first glance, but sometimes they can be cover for more interesting stories. And lastly, remember that nothing teaches you self-narration like working with the dead. So get used to that fact soon. Everyone will think you're talking to yourself.
Okay.
Now, onto the police folder. That will contain
police folder.
all sorts
I know
of
where this
pertinent
is.
information as to who the deceased might be and what potentially happened to them. So, let's take a closer look, shall we?
Yay! Okay.
The
Do we have food
deceased's name
coupons?
is
$50?
Tobias Chambers, locally known as Old Toby. Homeless and unemployed for at least a couple of years.
Okay, got it.
The deceased was found on the outskirts of a parking lot at a gas station, where he often begged and persistently offered drivers to wash their car windows.
Okay.
The body was noticed by a station employee during the morning shift. Initially, he thought that someone had thrown some boots and a coat in a nearby ditch. It took him a moment to recognize the pile of clothes as the body of a man.
Okay, does that imply that he was just, like, very
He worked
thin?
most of his life at the local port dealing with unloaded cargo. He was fired for being drunk and starting fights. His son runs a hardware store on his own. His wife left him years ago. They both had no contact with the deceased.
Okay. Are we gonna actually have to, like, contact people for this job, I wonder?
Signs of libation were found around the body. Empty bottles,
Libation.
traces of an inept attempt to start a fire, and a scattered makeshift blanket.
Okay.
That's it.
Do we think that he was murdered? The deceased is a local man named Toby Chambers. I think this is stuff... Okay, wait, this is all the stuff that he's already narrated for us.
It's worth remembering the context around the scene of a death. This allows you to better interpret any traces found on the body. I shouldn't start the procedure without gloves.
Okay, I know where the gloves are. See, this is why you look around initially, because then you know where everything is.
Pictures for our files. If I can just remember where I left the camera.
I was expecting like a slap sound effect.
It's in here somewhere.
The camera? Oh, you mean like a Polaroid camera to take pictures? Okay, so we have to find that. Oh, there's also glasses here. I probably need to put those on at some point. And then there's the chalk and then donuts, the most important thing, of course. Fax machine? Do some of y'all younger people even know what a fax machine is?
Poor soul.
Sorry.
Like
You probably
do.
do.
Than any other.
Fax machines don't really have relevance anymore, considering anything can be sent through the interwebs now. Okay, what about this?
Considerable collection.
Dude, this is like Autopsy ASMR. A considerable collection. Toby Chambers. Okay, there's stuff that I can write down there. Where is the camera? If I was a camera, where would I put my... Oh, hey.
Aha! There you are.
Thank you.
I knew it was here somewhere.
Okay. Nice. Perfect.
As I mentioned at the beginning, before we begin the internal examination, we need to document the cadaver and the condition it arrived in. We begin with a full body photo. Try and stick to the top-down rule, but this is not always possible. Let's keep in mind it's all about the legibility, not the perfect frame.
Okay.
Voila. Now we move on to the next step. Look
Voila.
at the traces. Take your time. Look at the corpse from different sides, from different angles, up close, and from a distance. You're looking for anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, I see a scar here. That's what I gotta do. Okay, take photo. Can I not take it? Wait, what? Take photo. Take photo. Take photo. Zoom? Oh, I have to
Poorly healed
zoom.
wound. Looks old. I'll take a closer look later.
Okay. Yeah, because it's like a raised scar. Okay, so we have that. There's also these. These are scars. Do you not notice them? Those aren't stretch marks. Those look like scars to me. There's also this on his knee. Are you not interested in this? Okay. What else do we have? His feet? Oh, he was trying to make a blanket. Or not make a blanket. Make a fire and had a blanket.
Subject's shoes were too small.
Really? But I thought this is like frostbite. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, so there is that. He's got the marks on his knees. Is there something on his face, maybe? Let's go around. We'll just wait and see until something pops up for us. Here? Something near his booty?
Hardened hands, worn out by physical work, and...
Oh,
frostbite.
I was supposed to be his hands. Okay. No, look, dude. Aren't you supposed to be like a scientist or something? I thought the black fingertips, and also in the thing, he has a head wound though. In the report, the police report, it said that he was trying to make a fire to keep himself warm.
Interesting. It will be necessary to check whether this injury was severe enough to cause damage to the brain.
Okay. So we have all 4 parts now?
We will check which of our initial observations will be worthy of further consideration. But before we get to that, I need to write down some basic data.
Head, feet, stomach, old wound, hand, and then general. Okay, and then I can pick these up to actually look at them. I wonder if those are ever going to change at some point. Also, this feels very normal so far. I wonder what the angle is going to be for the psychological horror as we continue. All right, perform autopsy? Sure. I have to stand on the right side of the body, which is, I'm here.
Scalpel. Scissors,
okay, yeah, I get it.
Magnifying glass, knife.
Okay.
I guess I forgot to clean the knife.
Tobias Chambers.
The deceased was
62.
unclothed. Date. Okay. As you can see, I note everything down on previously prepared forms. Every pathologist must keep a detailed record of every step of the autopsy. This not only allows you to track the procedure, but also collates the results together, upon which you may back up your conclusions. So, enough of the boring prep. Let's begin by taking a closer look at the spots I photographed earlier. For this, you're going to need a magnifying glass.
Sorry, I got startled by the man. Inspect the areas of concern with a magnifying glass. How do I... Okay, tab is tools. Magnifier?
Which spot first?
Don't act so interested.
But it's not pertinent for this case.
Okay. But we still had to check it. So let's go back. We've got the area on his head as well.
I can confirm the presence of ecchymosis on the deceased man's head.
I like his use of big words.
Nature of the wound. Add alcohol, which I can clearly smell. And this was an accident just waiting to happen.
Okay. And then his hands as well.
Here we can see frostbite on the fingertips. We can tell.
That's what I was saying.
Skin color.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, and then his feet as well. How do I move around? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Definitely a painful mix of frostbite, abrasions, and blisters. Old Toby had been wearing shoes too small for him for a very long time. That's if he wore any at all.
Yeah, that's true.
So far, there are a lot of superficial wounds, but only one serious injury to the head. Let's go back to our notes.
Okie doke. Back. And then clipboard is shift. Shift.
First, I mark the location of the injuries and make notes for the head wound. Even though this type of wound not in if Toby's body was cold.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
The frostbite could have resulted from the body's defense reaction.
I don't know, I was skipping over stuff, sorry.
More important than fingers, nose, or ears. As you can see, we don't have much to go on. Let's write down what preliminary causes of death we can think of.
This one.
Various types of accidents are a common cause of death among the homeless and the elderly. Perhaps old Toby slipped and accidentally hit his head.
Could have been, or it could have been murder.
This is of no interest to us.
Okay, whatever you say.
Considering the conditions in which
could have been
slept,
frostbite as well.
His body may have become hypothermic. The nights have been particularly nasty lately. We will check if there are any signs of freezing internally. Since the deceased clearly smelled of alcohol, I'll add alcohol poisoning to our list.
Okay. Put down the clipboard and continue the autopsy.
We still have one thing left from the basics.
Is he smiling?
Rigor mortis.
Perform the rigor mortis examination? Okay. Why am I just like grabbing his beard? I'm just like stroking his beard. Okay. Here we go. Wait, what? What do I do?
Well,
what do I do?
We take our deceased by the hand.
Okay. And
gradually we raise it.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Lower it. And raise it. I can't focus on two things at once! If something scary's happening, tell me!
Now let it go. As you can see, the hand falls loose. What's the conclusion? Death must have occurred more than 72 hours ago. The police information appears correct.
Okay. Police data is correct. What does this do? Oh, I can move it. Oh, so that I can see. Okay, so no rigor mortis. Cool. Okay.
Head trauma seems the most promising, so we'll start there. For this,
select the skull and open the cranium. Oh god, okay, this is when the gross stuff is gonna start happening, isn't it? Wait, no, I need to go back here and then I need to go into tools and I need the saw.
The cut is
oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. My vision. Oh, look away. Is throwing up part of the autopsy process?
After which, we remove the skin and the top of the skull.
Okay. We're gonna thorough brain analysis by examining the organ?
After the basic examination, we can see that the brain's cerebral gyri in both hemispheres are symmetric.
It jiggles!
Good. Let's take a cross-section.
It jiggles! Okay, this is not professional. Alright, let's... It jiggles so much. Leave the body.
Some pathologists prefer to examine organs without removing them. However, for me, it's much more convenient to examine them on a board, which we'll do now.
Okay, let's go. Sorry, that was startling to say the least. Dissect the brain at the cutting board. Here we go. Oh god, why does it look like a kitchen cutting board?
With the dominant hand, we slowly cut the cranial nerves on both sides. All the time.
Oh, I'm doing a bad job.
The
Where?
brain towards us.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm doing it slowly. Oh, this is methodical. Okay, I did it, and then I have to go back now. Okay. Oh, stop jiggling. Stop moving. Stop moving like Jello. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
So good. The hematoma seems to have had no effect on the brain.
Okay. Gross. Return to the autopsy. I've done it. And now what do we do?
Accident out as well.
Excludes fall as potential cause of death. Okay, do I just write it off? There we go.
So we have no choice but to proceed to the internal examination of the other organs.
Okay. So this is, oh, okay, this is just one organ that we did. Okay, scalpel. I keep exiting out. I don't want to do that. I need to access my tools.
The incision should be in the shape of a letter Y.
Yes.
We use a deep cut to reach all the way to the ribs and to penetrate the abdominal wall.
Okay, cool. Go around the belly button. Wouldn't want anything to happen. Am I good?
All right.
Here we go.
We peel back and separate the skin.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, nice. Nice, okay. How do I get the top part? Do I have to continue to peel this? Hello? Hello? Ah! I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm grabbing it. Can I zoom? Oh, there we go. Okay. It's easy. It's just like deli ham, kind of. Not really. How do I get this guy's chest open? Oh, there we go.
Now, we need to remove the ribs. We'll need the loppers for this.
Loppers? Got it. Here we go.
Quite a satisfying crunch.
Don't say that.
Tissue, we instantly notice two things. Firstly, there is no congestion of the internal organs. This means that although the deceased was hypothermic, it didn't kill him. Secondly,
got it.
The deceased smoked like a chimney.
Yeah, look at how black his lungs are.
We should take a closer look at those lungs.
Okay, so we have to take the lungs out. Can I snip this? I see something that's interactable. Begin a thorough lung analysis by examining the organ. So can I put the tool back?
We can see widespread black and tarry deposits caused by smoking cigarettes.
This is crazy.
Despite the tragic condition of the lungs, they are not the cause of death. Alice smoked too.
Definitely a reason not to smoke.
What was I talking about?
Dude.
Lungs. Yeah, yes. Advanced inflammation.
Oh, he was thinking about his wife. Advanced inflammation. He was thinking about his wife. Because he said definitely didn't kill her, so maybe his wife was a smoker. Yeah, this is definitely a major reason not to ever pick up a cigarette. Lungs with advanced inflammation not related to the death of the deceased. So I can take out... Oh, it's not smoking. But I can take out freezing, right? Oh, at least the lungs weren't frozen, so we know that much. Is there anything else I can do? Extensive black-gray deposits, visible inflammatory changes, and excessive distension. I just want to say, if I ever had a professor that was performing an autopsy, and at any point during the procedure, they went, that was satisfying. Immediate red flag. I would immediately be like, what the hell?
What now?
Do we pick this up?
Now's a good time to collect some samples.
Okay. Do I have to pick up the other lung? We can look at this one. This one doesn't look as bad as the other one, but it still doesn't look good, you know? Okay. Select the syringe and obtain 3 samples for toxicology testing. Okay, so that's like for alcohol and other drugs.
From the eye, 5 milliliters from the left ventricle should do it.
Okay, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. You just talk very slowly.
This is very useful in indicating long-term alcohol abuse.
You talk very slowly and sensually at times.
About 10 milliliters of fluid.
Okay, got it.
Now we take our samples to the centrifuge. But before
Centrifuge!
I need to find my notebook. My
The centrifuge is fun.
I always double-check the settings. Please excuse me while I run and fetch it.
Please excuse me while I run and fetch it, okay? Thank you. I think he's enjoying this a little bit too much. Retrieve the notebook from the office when necessary to run the centrifuge. Okay, but I can also talk about this.
I get cases like this more than any other.
Poor soul. Why are you saying that to the microscope? I don't understand. Okay, let's go. Retrieve the notebook from the office with necessary values. This is my office. Is something scary gonna happen? I'm waiting for something like horrifying to happen. Cause like, I get the horror that's happening now. It's like kind of body horror so far, even though it's like, this is real work that people do. It is still generally uncomfortable to see the inside of a human being. Even if it is your job.
Microscope sometime.
I should check this under the microscope sometime. But it's still, I would say, considered body horror. So let's go. Wait, but the lab is closed. Wouldn't it be in the lab? I guess maybe it's in here.
Let's get back
Here's
to
the microscope.
Examination.
Okay, let's do it.
We put all of the samples into the rotor.
Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Now we set the appropriate time and speed.
Select the correct value, but I need to look at my notes. Presence of alcohol in the blood, time 15 minutes, speed 70%, pipette 5 milliliters. Blood alcohol concentration increases when a person drinks faster than the liver can break down the alcohol. Test to measure chronic alcohol use or relapse after a period of sobriety. Carbohydrate deficient transferrin, phosphatidylethanol, and ethyl glucuronide, and ethyl sulfate. Blood alcohol content 6 to 2 hours, 2 to 3 weeks, etc. So these are his notes. Gloves. Okay, but we have 70% and 5 milliliters. So, is this the percentage? 70%?
Okay, let's roll.
Is this correct? Bestie, I don't know if this is correct. Can I look at your notes more? Up to 80 hours? Wait. Time 15 minutes, speed 70%. Got it. Okay, speed 70%, time 15 minutes. There we go. Start centrifuge. It's gonna go spin! Look at how fun it is. Okay.
A considerable collection.
Stop talking like that. What just happened?
The fuses again.
Oh. Oh, crap! Oh, no! Why is only the light above the body working? Also, what is this? Oh, emergency hour. Oh my god, there's a ghost!
Oh, yes. The blood alcohol concentration.
You didn't see that? Bestie, you didn't see that? Can I talk about the eye wash?
It's been a while since the eye wash in this thing was changed.
Oh,
it's
gross.
Probably a health hazard now.
That's not good. That's really not good. You need to have that up and running and working. Okay, is the centrifuge good now?
Got here.
That was 15 whole minutes?
Separated as it should. Our lab is closed until tomorrow after the last, incident. However,
ghost?
Considering that Toby's favorite eau de parfum appears to be ethanol, I'm guessing the results won't surprise me at all.
Oh, ethanol is alcohol. Sorry. I forgot that this was supposed to be Toby. Should we just remix them? All right, let's go back. Collect the samples from the centrifuge.
We will now focus on the cardiovascular system, specifically the heart.
Okay, let's do it.
We remove the organ and examine it closely. We look for dark hypoxic areas, clots, or other elements that stand out as abnormal. At first
it jiggles.
glance, the heart looks fine. The pulmonary trunk and aorta seem to be in good condition. There are no pathological changes that would have contributed to Toby's death.
Okay. Oh my god, the geophysics are driving me insane right now. Pulmonary trunk and aorta correct. No pathological changes. Healthy heart. Okay.
Now let's take a closer look at the stomach.
The stomach.
Size
Here we go.
normal. Healthy. Pink color.
Okay. So that's good. Do I have to do something with the clipboard for this one? No, we're good. Okay. Back. Action? You expect me to find something, maybe?
And as expected, the stomach has no major external damage.
Okay.
We must now cut it open and inspect inside.
Okay, sounds good. Are we going back to the cutting board now?
Do it carefully so that its contents do not spill out.
Okay. Let's go. We will do it carefully.
We open the stomach along the greater curvature, from the heart to the pyloric end.
Okay. Sounds good.
I already feel like there's something left inside.
Oh god, dude. The way that you say things. Like, the dialogue is perfectly normal. But then he goes and says, oh, I feel like there is something left inside. I like your voice, but it's so sensual sometimes. It's weird.
Okay. Large amount of gas. Small amounts of yellow, grayish food content, resembling some kind of meat.
Cool.
Either our deceased hadn't eaten in days, or the bulk of his stomach had already found a way out. Looks like I'll have to find the missing contents.
Oh, in his intestines? We're gonna go into the large intestine, small intestine now?
There are two ways here. One is obvious, and the other is... It couldn't have been suffocation, could it?
Oh, asphyxiation.
And move on to the deceased's neck.
The contents of the stomach indicate interrupted digestion, vomiting. Oh, so maybe he drank too much and threw up while he was passed out. That's, oh, I see what he's getting at. Okay, begin a thorough trachea analysis by examining the organ.
At first glance,
the
trachea looks
gross.
normal. Same
The
result as
trachea
with the stomach. The external inspection doesn't tell us anything. This
is
time
one of the
we'll cut on a tray.
weirdest organs to me. I don't know, it just makes, it's one of the ones that makes me the most uncomfortable. Doesn't it, you guys? It's just like, ugh, I don't know. There's something like uncanny about it, which doesn't make any sense, but it's just, ugh. No external damage, further inspection required. Okay, we're gonna cut it open on the cutting board?
While cutting such a small organ as the trachea, we must make a precise incision.
Over here?
To be able to cut with the very tip of the blade, we must hold the scalpel as we would a pen.
Okay. Here we go.
And
done.
After careful examination and deduction,
so
we've
asphyxiation?
got a clogged trachea. It's time to summarize the whole thing.
Okay, once you find that, you're just done though? Is there a way to determine which happened? Oh, I'm piecing together the story now. So he probably got drunk, passed out, hit his head, and then he was like completely knocked out and started throwing up, and he wasn't on his side, or maybe just in a position in which when he threw up, it got clogged and he was unconscious. So he, and alone. Oh, that's sad. Okay. Return to the autopsy. What else do I have to do now?
Based on the report and preliminary documentation, it's safe to assume that the deceased passed out after consumption of alcohol and then fell asleep on his back.
Okay. Respiratory tract blocked by vomiting. There we go.
Then, the gastric contents refluxed and flooded the airways, causing death.
Yep.
That's why we don't forget about the recovery position at dorm parties.
Okay. That's also why you don't drink alone. Deceased probably fell asleep or fainted after drinking a large amount of alcohol. Its concentration suppressed signals in the brain that control the gag reflex, leading to choking. Okay. Very sad. Do I have to do anything more with this? Oh, manner of death? Death? Accidental.
Well, now it's all clear.
Okay,
Death
and sign?
was suffocation. Now
Do I have to actually sign?
Is solved. But for us, this is not the end. First, the dead body needs to be cleaned up.
Hi. Okay, that's his very professional signature. Okay, so that's that, and now we have to clean up the dead body.
For this, we will need to close the body and grab the needle. First, we unroll the skin flaps.
Don't call them skin flaps. I know that's what they're called.
Back up.
Okay, let's get our tools. Needle.
I'm using the baseball stitch technique. This stitching method is very strong and quick to do.
Nice. It looks like staples, almost, in the skin. There we go.
Beautiful.
All right. Bro! Leave the body.
Now we say
Okay.
goodbye to the deceased and put them safely in the fridge, ready for the next stage of their journey.
Okay, but he was also outside the door. His ghost was outside the door. Are we not going to put his head back on top? I suppose he was no contact with his family, but I got to imagine that there's a way that you can do this to where aesthetically they look the same in case for a funeral or something. Oh god, what just happened? Where am I? Oh, okay. Put him away. Here we go. Place the body into the fridge.
I'll drop these samples off at the lab on the way to the bar.
Okay. Close this bad boy up. Or not. Head to your car in the parking lot. Okay, so we're done. Alright, I'm sure nothing scary is gonna happen.
Well, Stephen, I don't feel like drinking alone today.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't. It'd be smart not to. I mean, it'd be smart to not be alone. You know? What am I looking at? Is this a loading screen or a cutscene? Hello? Oh, it's gameplay. Oh no, is this gonna be his wife? He's gonna have a nightmare. Skeleton. Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I'm sorry. Spooky. Ah! Oh god. We're in the Paris catacombs. He's drowning in skulls. I could have sworn it was gonna be his wife. Maybe his wife just left him though. Interesting. Well, what do you guys think? I think that was a nightmare. I don't think that really happened in real life. Ah, so there's the prologue. Okay. And we're heading into chapter 1. We had something scary happen. Oh no.
What?
Does he feel guilty about all of the things that all of the autopsies that he's performed?
What a dream.
You didn't murder them.
Fuck.
Okay, take your pills in the bathroom. Oh, there's his wife there. Unless he feels guilty or had done something with his wife. There's an espresso bar across the street. Dude, can we go get an espresso before work? Okay, I actually think I'm going to leave this episode here. And when we'll pick up with chapter 1 next time. I'm really interested to know what's going on with his story, but I think it's also really fascinating to actually learn more about the process behind autopsies, because like I said, according to the game page, they actually like collaborated with real world forensic scientists, excuse me. So we get a little bit more in-depth knowledge than we normally would in just a regular, like, fun, old, scary, psychological horror video game. So I think that's cool. I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, be sure to leave a like and let me know in the comments. But on that note, I'm going to say farewell, friends. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, we're not alone out there, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Autopsy Simulator. Bye-bye!